Hello, children. Good morning to one and all. I hope yesterday's class you have understood about a definition of agriculture, and also what is the etymology, how the word agriculture is in from which word it was been derived from. It was been derived from the word agriculturia. Agar means field and culturia means growing or a cultivation. So if you combine the both the words means it is a cultivation activities in a field, where we will grow all kind of um, uh, what we will tell, all kind of crops um, in the field there by doing the cultivation. And also we have learned in yesterday's class the three types of farming technique what we are using in our country. One is primitive, second one is the intensive, third one is the commercial, and even plantation also we have read how the plantation crops are been grown in our country. So the britishers when they came to our country, when they saw the rich land resource in our country, they also introduced the plantation crops like tea, coffee, rubber, jute, etc. etc. Plantation work was being started, and this kind of plantation work will be done by the migrant laborers during that time. At present, even migrant laborers are also doing, but also we will see in some other part of the countries also the people are been doing the plantation work. Even dry farming, irrigation farming, even certain different kinds of farmings are been there. But for your syllabus only three types of farming they have been given. Okay, so in today's class we are going to learn about crop pattern. Okay, so in which season, in which particular season we will do the um, cropping, that is plowing activity, harvesting activity, as well as agricultural activities, in which season it will start and in which season it will end. So the crop pattern is being divided into three parts there. One is rabi, second one is the kharif, and third one is the zyad. The physical diversities of plurality of the cultures in India, there are also reflected in the agricultural practices as well as in the cropping pattern. So the physical diversities, whatever climatic condition, temperature, and what kind of variations we will see in the climate and weather, based on that only the agricultural activities will be start in our country. And also due to the influence of some culture which has been introduced in our country there. So various types of food and the fiber crops, vegetables, fruits, spices, condiments, etc. constitute some important crops grown in our country. So different kinds of crops according to the soil formation, according to the climatic condition, temperature. Based on that, the farmers will start doing the cultivation work in their field. So we have been divided the crop pattern into three types there. One is Rabi, Kharif, and Ziyad. So the crop pattern, how they will be, how they are dependent on the growing food varieties of food crops is based on physical diversities. Because in one place, if we see the very much hot temperature, means in some other area we will see little bit moderate, in some other area we will see little bit cold, yes or no. So due to that physical diversities only, the people those are living in that area, based on that climatic condition and the weather condition, the crops will be grown there. Different types of crops based on the physical diversities and plurality of cultures in India. Based on that only, the crop pattern has been decided, as well as the practice of crop pattern has been done in our country. So I have told about three types. So first one is the, sorry, um, so first type of crop is the rabi crops. Rabi crops are sown during the period of winter season. The agricultural activities of rabi crops will start in the month of October to December. The farmers will they will start doing the plowing work, as well as they will sow the seeds. So in which month they will be harvested means in the month of summer. So in the season of summer, as well as in the month of April to June. So during this time, whatever rabi crops are being grown in the field means it will be harvested in the month of April and June there. Okay, so the rabi crops, it will be sown in a winter season from October to December. The seeds will be sown by the farmers and it will be harvested in the summer season in the month of April and June. So the final crop, it will come in the month of April and June. So what kind of rabi crops are grown in our country means there are wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustards. So these are the major crops which are grown in the large parts of India. Most of the people, they will grow this kind of food crops more in our country. So the states from north and the northwestern parts such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh are important for the production of wheat and other rabi crops. Okay, see these rabi crops are being grown in the different parts of the country. Okay, in which parts you will see the rabi crops are being grown means in the northern India, in the western part. Okay, such as in Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh are the important in the production of wheat. So in that area, the people will grow more wheat as well as other rabi crops. And also due to the success of green revolution in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh and some parts of Rajasthan, um, has also been an important factor in the growth of above mentioned rabi crops there. So okay, so due to the effect of green revolution in the some parts uh, of our country, in successfully they will produce the wheat and other rabi crops what I have mentioned, what kind of rabi crops which are grown in our country. And also availability of precipitation during the winter months due to the western temperature cyclone, due to that effect of cyclone, uh, it helps in the success of growing the rabi crops in our country. So next one is the kharif. Okay, next one is the kharif crops. Kharif crops are grown in the onset when the monsoon season will start na. From that period onwards, the kharif crops will be grown in the different parts of our country. The agricultural activities to grow the kharif crop, it will start from onset monsoon. So when monsoon period will starts na, during period of June, July. So in that time, they will grow the crops, and in the month of September and October it will be harvested there. So some of the important crops are being grown in our country. It belongs to the kharif crop. One is paddy, maize, jawar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut and soya bean. So these are the important crops, important kharif crops which are grown in our country there. So some of the most important rice growing regions, in which area we will see the most of the people they are growing the rice means in the Assam, West Bengal, coastal region of our of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Maharashtra. So in these states we will see the people will do the rice production as well as they will grow rice more and more there. So particularly in the Konkan coast, along with the Uttar Pradesh and the Bihar, recently paddy has also become an important crop of Punjab and Haryana. So this kind of crops are grown also in Punjab and Haryana due to the modern technique what we are using, that is irrigation as well as modern techniques to grow the other crops in the Punjab and Haryana also. They started cultivating the paddy there. So in the states like Assam, West Bengal and Odisha, they will grow the three types of rice there. Okay, three types of paddy are being grown in these three states. One is Assam, West Bengal and Odisha. So these are called in the name of us, Aman and Boro. So these are the three types of crop which are grown, and it will come under the kharif crop. If they ask what are the characteristics of kharif crop, what do you mean by kharif crop, means you have to write the definition. The kharif crops are grown with the onset of monsoon in the different parts of the country, and these are harvested in the month of September and October. So whatever important crops are grown under the kharif crops, you have to give the example, and what are the important regions, in which region we will see the kharif crops are being grown. So the last crop pattern what we are using in our country is ziyad. It will be there in between the rabi and the kharif crop. When these two when these two crop pattern are being used, during that time only, in a short period, during the period of summer, as well as in the month of summer, these kind of crops will be grown there. So this kind of crop pattern we call it as a ziyad. So in between the rabi and the kharif, there is a short season during the summer month known as the ziyad there. So in this season, what type of crops we are growing? Okay, ಈ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆಗಳನ್ನ ಬೆಳಿತೇವೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೋನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಜಿಯಾದ್ ದೇರ್. So in this season we will grow the watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables, and fodder crops. Sugarcane takes almost a year to grow. During this period only, this kind of crops as well as this kind of fruits are being grown in our country there. So it is the short period season in between the kharif and the rabi. This kind of cultivation work will be done there. Okay, so these are the three crop pattern what we are using in our country to grow the vegetables, fruits, as well as crops like paddy, wheat, jawar, bajra, urad, tur. So these kind of different kinds of food crops what we are growing in our country there. Based on this crop pattern only, the farmers, according to their soil formation, according to the climatic condition, temperature, whatever it is needed for agricultural activities, based on that, by using the certain techniques of agriculture, they will start the agricultural activities in our country. So for 3 marks, they will ask about the crop pattern. What explain the crop pattern which is used in our country, and in the last class what we have learnt, the types of farming. For the 5 marks as well as for 3 marks, they will ask what are the characteristics of primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and commercial farming, as well as about plantation. For 3 marks as well as for 5 marks, they will ask the characteristics of these types of farming as well as the crop pattern. So please remember these two major concepts. You have already learnt. It is not a much difficult for you people to remember for a long time. Okay, if you just go through the last year as well as this year geography textbook, you will try to remember the important concept what I have explained at this session there. So what are the major crops which are grown in our country? So there are the major food crops, non-food crops. What I have told. What are the concepts we are going to learn in the agriculture part? So some of the major crops are there, important crops which are grown in our country, and it will be circulated throughout the country as well as in the other parts of the world there. So a variety of food and non-food crops are grown in the different parts of the country. So depending upon what are the factors needed to grow this kind of major crops, that is variations in the soil, what kind of soil formation we are having, based on that only the farmers will grow. I have told climatic condition and the cultivation practices. What type of cultivation practices we are using now, based on that only we can grow the major as well as non-food crops in our country. So the major food crops which are grown in India are rice, wheat, millet, pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oil seeds, jute, and cotton. So these are the major crops what we are growing in our country there. Okay, what they will ask for 1 marks, what are the factors that depend on to grow the food and non-food crops in our country. So variations in the soil, climatic condition, temperature, as well as what kind of cultivation practice we are adopting. Based on that, the food crops and non-food crops are being grown in our country. So the major means most of the people in our country, we will use this kind of food products there. Okay, so that kind of food we call it as a major food crops, as well as major crops which are grown in our country. So according to that one, in detail, we are going to learn about these major crop in the further sessions there. So first one is the rice. Rice is the staple food crop of the majority people those are living in our country. Most of the people um, in the southern part as well as in the northern part, most of the people they will consume the rice there. So it is the staple food. Our country is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. China is the first country, and after that the India will come, which produce rice in a largest percentage. Okay, it is also known as the kharif, which requires the high temperature about 25 degrees Celsius and the high humidity with the annual rainfall nearly 100 to 200 centimeter. And it grows with the help of irrigation facility, because in the cultivation of rice, the stagnant water should be there in the field. Okay, and then we can sow the um, rice seeds and we can grow, and we can circulate in the market. So what is the temperature and climatic condition is needed means it requires nearly high temperature in the growth of rice, nearly 25 degrees Celsius, and high humidity should be there. So annual rainfall, because it needed a plenty of water. So in the 100 and 200 centimeter where this kind of rainfall will be there in that area, due to the proper irrigation facility, the rice will be grown there. So the rice grown in a plain of north and northeastern of India, coastal areas as well as in deltic region, wherever delta region will be there, uh, where the rivers are been flowing, the land will be flat there, as well as the land will be plain and it will be too fertile, because they are getting the abundance of water resource for the cultivation of rice. So the rice is grown in the plain area of north and northeastern India, in some parts of coastal areas as well as in deltic region. So due to the development after the green revolution, whatever development took place in the agricultural sector, nowadays with the help of canal irrigation and tube wells in the other part of our country where we will not see the much rainfall, by using the proper irrigation facilities, the rice, it made it possible to grow the rice wherever the less rainfall is there, such as in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and some parts of Rajasthan. We will not see the more rainfall will take place in that area. Okay, due to the proper canal irrigation as well as tube wells. Based on that, the farmers in these states they will grow the rice there. Okay, due to the development in the agricultural sector after the green revolution, lot changes took place. You have already learnt about green revolution in the last year, that is MS Swaminathan, he introduced the green revolution in our country. So based on that one, the farmers at present situation they are using the modern technique in the cultivation there. So wherever it receives the very less rainfall also, with the help of canal irrigation, with the help of tube wells, it made possible to grow the rice in the areas of less rainfall, such as in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and some parts of Rajasthan. So among those, West Bengal is the largest producer of rice in our country. So the other important producers of rice in our country are Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, and Karnataka. Even in some parts of Karnataka, wherever the plain area and rivers are flowing and abundance of water is needed, na, so in our state also, we are growing the rice. So West Bengal is the largest producer of rice in a country. So the other important producers, which are the other states, they will grow the rice, means in the Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, and uh, Karnataka there. So this is the first major crop which is grown in our country, because majority of the population in our country, they will prefer to eat rice. So the rice is the staple food of our country. So in the next session, I am going to discuss about wheat, millets, maize, pulses, and afterwards the food crops and other grains which are grown, that is sugar cane, oil seeds, tea, coffee, which are the largest producers, which are the other states which are producing, because in each and every place in our country we will see the some crops are being grown in some other parts of the state as well as in our state. So the two major map will be there for you people for identification as well as for the marking. So in the next session, I'm going to show what are the important map you have to remember for the board exam. So where are the major rice are being grown, major areas and minor areas. Major area means most of the people they will cultivate rice, in which areas we will see, and in which area we will see the minor cultivation of rice. Same thing, wheat also, major and minor we will see. Okay, and in other crops, whatever sugar cane you are seeing now, as well as oil seeds, tea, coffee, even from that also the marking will be there. So in the next session, with the help of map, I am going to explain about wheat cultivation as well as about maize, millets, etc., etc. We are going to learn in the next session. I hope today's session you have understood about the major crops which are grown in our country, what are the crop pattern we are using in the cultivation of food crops as well as non-food crops in our country. So if you are having any kind of doubt, just pin your question in the group, so that it will be helpful for me to sort out your problem. Okay, so signing out, have a great day. Bye everyone.